All right, hey everyone, Emeka here. How's it going? In this video, I want to show you how when you're working with a freelancer, the steps you need to take, the precautions you need to take in order to make sure that you get 100% original content back in return. It should be no surprise to you that not a lot, but there are a decent amount of scammers and con artists, I guess. But yeah, so scammers on Upwork, especially on Fiverr, if you're looking for ghostwriters, but you shouldn't be using Fiverr for that because you shouldn't. But yeah, so it's important because I've my second book, I hired a freelancer and I almost got burned. They sent me a copy, or they sent me the first little bit, and I checked it for plagiarism, and I found it right off a website, and I had to fight to get my money back, but I got it back. I know another person that I worked with, and they got burned because they paid for the work before they actually checked it on, to make sure it was original, and it wasn't. So you always want to make sure you're checking your work when you're working with freelancers. Writing companies, you don't have to worry about so much, as their reputation is bigger than a few bucks, so they give you 100% original content. But let me show you. There's two ways that I do it. One is Copyscape. This is the you have to have an account. It costs money. I don't have an account with them. And what you do is simply you set up an account, and boom, you're able to copy and paste sections of your book, of your offline content here, it says. And you can check up to 10,000 pages in a single operation. And it'll tell you if it's found anywhere else, any other source. And yeah, so it's great. And you know what? The good freelancers on Upwork, they actually will have, they'll send you a Copyscape, I guess, would you call it certificate, or that it was okayed from Copyscape, that their work's 100% original, because that's one of the perks of why you'd want to work with somebody like that. So they will do that. Now the free way of doing it is just using our good old Google. So what I'm going to do is got one of my first books, my weight loss book here, and I'm going to copy and paste. I just copy and paste a couple random sections. And what you do is you put a quotation mark, paste, quotation mark. What that does is that tells Google, I only look for something that's 100% identical to what's in between the quotation marks. Hit enter, and boom. So it says your search did not match any documents. So nowhere on Google is my book, which is a good sign, because it means the book is original content. So those are the two ways that you can really check to make sure that your content is 100% original there. And like I said, I do this with brand new freelancers. Once I've developed a working relationship with them, I don't really, I know their work's going to be original, and I don't check. But definitely when you're starting off, when you're brand new and you're working with a freelancer for the first time, before you pay, make sure you've checked a few paragraphs in random areas. So going back to my book, I'd probably check, maybe I'll check this one and another one in the middle or so. But before you pay, you make sure that you've gone through this process to ensure that you're not getting ripped off. If it's found anywhere else, then report them, don't pay for it. And of course, if somebody's not sharing any work with you, if they refuse to give you any work for you to check, obviously that's a big red flag, and you gotta go a different route. So anyways, hopefully this video helped. Let me know in the comment section if you have any other tips or ideas that I might have missed out here. And of course, if you want my 5-step blueprint to making your first $1,000 online, be sure to look into the description box for a link to that as well. Totally free, and you're good to go. Awesome, everyone. Talk to you soon. Take care.